That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the
Hey guys, Chris Rush and N Sac again. Today we have a kind of fan-made crazy deck, if you can tell by the layout here. But I put up two cards on Facebook, Deathrite Shaman and Sphinx's Revelation, and I told someone to make me a deck out of these. So this is what came out of it. The last troll, Alex, over there, put up kind of a deck list, and then other people commented on it. A bunch of people were talking, and this is what we've got so far. So we'll start out with land. It's a 4-color sphere safety control deck, which isn't bad, isn't that bad. All right, so land base. I don't have all of the shock lands I would want, but for right now, it hasn't seemed to be a problem since the format's more mid-range anyway. But Hallowed Fountains, Drowned Catacomb, Sun Petal Temple. I really need more Temple Gardens. They'd help a lot. Isolated Chapel, one of Overgrown Tombs, which are really great. Hinterland Harbors, which are also good. Plains, Islands, Swamp, 3 Forest. Alright, anyway, now my draw and potential life gain, I guess, is Think Twice, 3 of them, and Sphinx's Revelation, which is just one of my favorite cards. It's such a blowout if someone taps out and then you hit this for just even 3 or 2 at the end of their turn. It's just, it's just great. Farseek, the mana is 4-color and it's kind of hard, so I do need these sometimes. Lockstone Smiter is my addition. Blue-White Flash and Control is very prevalent, and Smiter destroys Blue-White Flash by itself and Control. Like it can't counter, so it's amazing. They unsummon it and they've bought themselves maybe a turn. So I'm just gonna cast it again, or they Wrath effect, and then later I just drop another one. Like it's very hard to beat this card. Deathrite Shaman is just an amazing card. Like I've actually have nothing but good things to say about this card. It's insane. I have a lot of turns, turn 2'd Lockstone Smiter just because Flash or Control thought scour themselves and threw over a land, and I was able to exile it and throw out my Smiter on turn 2, which is always good, and just beat them in the face. So I really like this card a lot. This and Sphinx Revelation, like I said, are my favorite cards right now. For my 2 bombs, I needed something. I'm not sure what it was. I may have to cut these 2. I just need some kind of bomb. If y'all have any input, let me know. But right now, Drogskull Reaver was pretty good. Once I take control of the game, lock it down, drawing cards, and gaining life, which isn't bad. And 1 Angel of Serenity. She's the one I'm leaning to mostly taking out, just because she doesn't really do much. I mean, I don't have many creatures to bring back, and I don't know. Maybe a replacement for her is needed first. And I don't know, maybe another Drogskull. Drogskull's okay, but they're both 7. If I had like a 6-drop, or Alex preferred the worms, Armada worms, but I need something that flies because Flash is so prevalent, and like life gain, and drawing cards is really good. So that's why I like Drogskull. For board sweepers, I got Terminus, 1 Terminus and 2 Supremes. I don't really want to wipe the board all the time, especially if I got an early lead with my Smiters and Deathrite, but it is needed a lot of times, so it helps the deck out a lot. And now we get to the enchantments, which centers around the whole deck, or brings it all together. Abundant Growth, very good card. Fixes all my mana problems, and it lets me draw a card, replaces itself, so it's very good. Mana Bloom allows, which this card is, I don't know, like 10 cents on Moto, and probably in real life, but it helps me pull out like a turn 2 Smiter, or a turn 2, or I'm sorry, turn 2, what am I trying to say? I don't know, any of these, turn 2 Martial Law, or turn 3 Sphere of Safety. That's what I was trying to say. which are big enchantments for the deck that help it seal the deal. Speaking of sealing, one ground seal because Reanimator is so prevalent, and it replaces itself. Pacifism for the Thragtusk decks or anything with their own Angel of Serenity or other bomb. It's really good. I'm testing with it still. 3 Detention Spheres, which are awesome. In itself, tokens, wipe them. Anything that could, maybe an O-Ring gets mine. I might need to put in 1 O-Ring just because if they Detention Sphere one of my enchantments, I need an answer for that. Martial Law, which is really good, especially once I wipe the board or against like Flash, or not very good against Reanimator, obviously, but anything where they only have 1 or 2 creatures that are big hitters, Martial Law just shuts them down. And then Sphere of Safety, which is the main theme of the deck or in game. It doesn't seem like it does a lot because it's a 5-drop, but once I start dropping these Abundant Growths early and a Mana Bloom or Detention Sphere and one of their things, it becomes out of hand very quickly. And I think the last game I played, the person had to pay 7 to attack me, and I just Deathrite Shaman them to death. Like every turn I would just exile something from their graveyard, do them 2 damage. So it was pretty interesting, very fun. No one expects this to happen. So it seems like a Dirtle deck, and it kind of is. It's definitely not tier, but it's very fun, and you can get surprise wins against it. Let's go to the sideboard real quick. I have 1 more Supreme Verdict and 2 more Terminus. Just in case I get into an aggro matchup, I'll probably pull out. I don't know what I'd take out. But I definitely put these in. Rest in Peace for more Graveyard Hate. Rare Revelation for the control decks to try and take out, and the O-Ring too, to take out their O-Rings and what the hell is that card? Oh, Detention Spheres. And to take out their Detention Spheres. So these are very good. Nevermore, naming I could control play, Detention Sphere, which really shuts me down, or Thragtusk, Restoration Angel, something. Dispel is good in the mirror, like control-ish decks. It slows me down a turn, but just being able to guarantee that my stuff goes through is really good. 2 Curse of Death's Hold, which blows out tokens, blows out a lot of decks, just because like Blue-White Flash is very prevalent, and Reanimator with Lingering Souls, that pretty much just wipes the board, which is really good. Blood Reckoning is just a fun card I threw in here because I thought it might be good eventually. I'm not sure when, but them losing a life for every creature that attacks is pretty good. Could be fun. I don't know when I'd bring it in. Maybe just an aggro where I wipe the board and then throw that down. It costs 4, so at the most I get it turn 3, and maybe it could do some damage by then. We'll just have to see what happens. But this is pretty much the deck. Seems very fun so far. Me playing. Games go very long, but if you ever want to try it, besides Angel and Sphinx, this deck is very cheap. I took out Snapcasters because I was never using it, and I took out the fog effects that Alex posted on there because I'd never used them. Like, it might be, save me 1 game out of 100, but I felt like Smiter was just my answer to that. I put in a Smiter, and I put in a Pacifism Ground Seal, and like another Supreme, which I might take out Pacifism and Ground Seal and switch them for an O-Ring. And I don't know, something else. But this is pretty much it. I hope you like it. We'll try and get some games up. And yeah, let me know what you think.